few days, and I haven't really done a lot of reviews lately because I don't think I'm ever gonna pretty much redo that TNA SmackDown review. And the only video I've really done recently was pretty much the announcing the death of Roddy Piper. And pretty much tonight, welcome to my Monday Night Raw review, as the show opened up with the memorial graphic for Roddy Piper, as everybody held a moment of silence with the 10-bell salute for Piper, which was pretty much done then, as everybody in the crowd, all the wrestlers that were standing on the stage, wore hot rod shirts. And pretty much they did that. They played Piper's theme music, and then they played a special video package for him. So yeah, some people are surprised that, since they played the footage, they actually got Hogan footage in there, but they had to do it because Hogan was a part of that feud back at WrestleMania 1 and throughout Piper's career in a way. And, showing that last shot of, Dusty Rhodes, pretty much because we just lost Rhodes also, so that was kind of like the last picture they showed through it and everything. So pretty much we got everybody at the moment of silence for Piper, even though I do believe a lot of people are saying we've been mourning wrestlers a little bit too recent often, especially with the deaths this year that have happened in recent. And it's like they just come out of nowhere in a way. Like, you just don't expect these things. It just happens. If people look at Piper as then, it's like one of those guys you don't expect to really go, but just happens. And, they said it was a cardiac arrest, and it's been a bum few days, for wrestling. It's been really a bum month also. Wrestlers really haven't been on the good looks this year. Even in for the past month, from, Rhodes dying nearly a month ago, the Hulk Hogan controversy and racism thing, and now, losing Piper at the end of the month was just just tragic, and, it's messed up. But they are Roddy Piper tonight, good on there, and as they kicked off the show with Seth Rollins coming out wearing a new t-shirt saying, never shut up and everything, as he talked about John Cena breaking his nose and how he did it, hitting his knee, and his nose looked bad. But everybody, some of the fans started chanting, "Thank you, Rollins," and everything. So, pretty much Rollins talked about how Cena's nose was broken, but he wanted to finish the fight and stuff. But he took out John Cena, who wouldn't feel sympathy for a face like that, he says. And since Cena is at home, mostly just looking, his face is now between a raccoon and a Picasso painting, he had suggested, title for title match at SummerSlam. So pretty much Seth Rollins versus John Cena for, I believe, both the US and the WWE World title and stuff. So both belts would be on the line. So I kind of saw that coming in a way, but since, they always do the title, open challenge thing, Rollins pretty much says they're going to do the first ever WWE World Championship challenges now. And he said, because they can't be over 6 feet and they got to be under 200-something pounds. And he's about to call El Torito, but Neville's music hit, which is a very great match for Neville, though, even though people knew that he wasn't winning. Neville killed the entire match. Neville dominated the whole match. Neville pretty much damn near killed Seth Rollins out there, and everybody thought he was gonna win, hitting that Red Arrow thing the first time, but pretty much Rollins the second time hit the pedigree. But I enjoyed the match at the beginning, and people were kind of like crazy with the near falls after the first one. Pretty much the first Red Arrow, cause we just didn't see that foot get into the rope, but I saw it then, and it was just crazy like that, how he just hit that Red Arrow and stuff. So it was a great match, but Rollins pretty much got the pedigree, still retaining the title, but Neville was just going nuts out there, hitting all these crazy ass moves, so he just dominated the whole match. The Lucha Dragons and the Matadors went against the New Day and the Ascension. New Day and Ascension won Trouble in Paradise, I believe, on one of the Matadors or something. Is pretty much, I guess they're gonna be facing the Primetime Brothers or SummerSlam for the tag titles or something. I like to say the Bellas went against Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Pretty much, I would say Team NXT in a way. Pretty much Charlotte and Becky Lynch won Figure 8 on Nikki Bella, so that was a better team to actually go over. Which I guess they're now called the Submission Sorority, or it could have been called the Submission Sisters, or whatever team they want to be called, but that's pretty much what the team name is for that. The team name is for that and stuff for the sorority submission or sisters, but they got the win tonight. Which page is gonna be out? What's gonna show is sorry, mix on words. The Steve Austin show later tonight also, as pretty much after the match they talked the team bad as Naomi talked for the team, talked about his challenge page to the match night, and everybody's talking about Ronda Rousey and everything, but they know who the baddest girls are and stuff. So yeah, and she was gonna send them back to Freak Island tonight. So that was gonna happen. The Miz was in the ring wearing a Piper shirt, talking about all the talk shows to the Heartbreak Hotel, the funeral parlor, to the Carlos Cabana, Miz TV, all this stuff. None of them would happen if it wasn't for Piper's Pit. And he says Piper will be missed, as pretty much Miz started talking about himself, about how he's the kind of champion, and how Ryback just won't relinquish the title like Bryan because of his injury, and he claimed he would be the #1 contender as Kevin Owens came out. And Owens talked about Cesaro and everything, and that Cesaro was jealous, and that he missed his family all this time and stuff, and couldn't see him. And pretty much Cesaro, Kevin Owens says, I did more in my WWE career in the past few months than ever since you've been here for the past 3 years. Cesaro then pretty much challenged him to a match and everything, but Miz told Owens, so you gonna do something, because pretty much Kevin Owens told him, like, shut up and let the real people fight right now. And pretty much after that, he pretty much Owens shoved Miz into Cesaro and everything. After he tried to attack Cesaro, tried to spin but couldn't go. So that's what happened, which the segment wasn't really that much anyway, so it was like, but I guess it'll be a match with Kevin Owens and Cesaro at SummerSlam. They talked about more of Ronda Rousey as they talked about her fight, beating that girl in 34 seconds and dedicating her fight to Roddy Piper. Rusev went against Mark Henry, but Jesus Christ, I don't know what happened to Mark Henry. He's just become some glorified cancer talent. Like, my God, are you jobbing Mark Henry this bad that he has to lose to a kick in about, what, a minute, 2-minute match? I don't know what happened to Mark Henry now, but they just have him job, or some horrible talent. I don't know what he did in the back, but they're just killing Mark Henry now. Like, Jesus, in these weak-ass matches, especially in the Rusev. God. JBL talked about the prices tonight with the WWE Network. Bray Wyatt. I'm sorry, I was looking at something real quick. Bray Wyatt, pretty much is, talking to back name Harper, and they talked about he chose you. You talk about Simple Hope, and they warned Ambrose and stuff. Which Sheamus showed up saying like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but he said he was going to kick Orton right in his face tonight. Barrett went against Zack Ryder, which, my God, who cared about this match? So Wade Barrett won the match and beat Zack Ryder, which wasn't really that interesting. Paul Heyman was out there talking about what happened at Battleground with The Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. As Heyman showed the footage and everything, it says, you want payback and stuff, but you're not going to get payback and everything. And then pretty much Lesnar came out, walked around, announced like scared as shit. He just threw some steps in the ring and just stood there posing, I guess. And he says that he said, let me say something that they don't tell you in the back, that The Undertaker begged Vince McMahon for this match. Begged him, he says. But he wouldn't get it at WrestleMania 31. In between Vince's dark of hearts, he knows what could happen if he let him have that match at WrestleMania 31. And it's going to happen, he's going to beat you again. He's going to pretty much eat, sleep, conquer, repeat, Suplex City, all that stuff. And say your career will be over, you will be resting in pieces. I don't know what type of language he spoke in, some type of Italian thing. I don't know how to say it right, but once again, Paul Heyman always knows how to hype something up with a promo. Brock just stands there. All you gotta do is stand there and look tough. That's all you gotta do. Nothing. So they must be paying a shitload of money just to stand around on Raw nowadays. pretty much then Paige went against Naomi, which was pretty much a good match, I'll say that. As the Bellas watched in the back, Paige beat her with the PTO or Scorpion Crosslock submission and won the match. So it was an alright match. I think the tag team match was a little bit better, but it was an alright match. I was reading some before, and people had problems with, I guess, those people tried to get copies off of book from Test Market and TNA. Well, the whole ass shaking little thing. I didn't see no problem with that. I think people enjoy that, so there's nothing to complain about that right there. So that's one thing. I guess also Stardust talked about the Hero and Neville, and I guess the guy from Arrow's gonna be, well, he is gonna be on there next week now. Stephen Amell from the show Arrow. I've watched the show Arrow before. It's a really good show. Pretty much Green Arrow from the DC universe. So I guess they're still doing this whole Stardust versus Green Arrow thing at SummerSlam. Like, my God, is he ever gonna go back to Cody Rhodes? They showed another video for Piper as they went to Reigns and Ambrose in the back. Pretty much Shield 2.0 in the back. Wearing Piper's shirts and everything, and pretty much they did the whole I'm here to kick ass, so we're here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. And they said they were going to crack some skulls tonight as Randy Orton pretty much came up them showing saying I'm gonna make sure you guys leave Sheamus for me, and pretty much Sheamus, I told you he had charisma. So they were all wearing Piper shirts. Since the main event happened, 6-man tag, Reigns, Ambrose, and Orton versus Sheamus, Wyatt, and Harper. Pretty much a good match to end off the show with. Pretty much all hit the RKO on Bray Wyatt and Reigns in the spear on Sheamus winning the match, and they pretty much showed Steve Austin and Paige getting ready for their interview in the back. So, yeah. It was a good episode of Raw tonight. They did a little better. They pretty much went on tonight. They had to do it for Roddy Piper tonight. So it was a good tribute for him. It was a little somber at first, but the show got kind of better in time. Neville pretty much killing Seth Rollins out there. Paul Heyman, another fantastic promo. Main event was pretty good also. So the show was pretty much good. I'll give it that. But I'm out of here. I'm going to see you guys later. Peace. So I'm out of here. And I'll see you for the next couple of views, because I got a lot to make up after a few days. Out of here. See ya.